What's happening, guys? Welcome to another episode of Coffee Pump Podcast. Today, if you've noticed, I've suited up. That's because the guest seated opposite me is Oscar Kampala. He is a fashion icon. He has been awarded the Young Entrepreneur of the Year in Africa for 2 consecutive years, in 2022 and 2023. He was voted the most influential youth in 2022. He's received the Best Zikomo Young Entrepreneur of the Year award in 2023, recognized as one of the 100 most impactful Africans in 2023, and now he's in Kenya. The reason he's here is been nominated for the 40 under 40, and he's taken his time out of his busy schedule to join us. So if you're in love with suits, men's fashions, you want to understand bespoke versus custom suits, buying off the rack, this is the conversation for you. Everything to do with men's fashion. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Oscar, my man.
Yes, please, brother.
Karibuni, Kenya. Welcome.
Karibu sana.
Karibu. It's all right.
Yeah.
You're getting it. Let me just tell you, you're the most famous guest we've had on Coffee Pump.
Amen.
I mean, a guy who has like hundreds of thousands of followers. For what people don't know is he actually reached out and said he likes our content, which is very rare for someone of that status to do. So I appreciate you taking the effort and actually taking the time to come and visit us, bro.
Thank you so
Before
much.
this, I know you at NTV and all these media houses. Now you're in someone's spare bedroom.
Yeah.
But thanks, man.
I
Today,
appreciate
we're going to talk about suits. We're going to talk about men's fashion. But before we start off on that, I want to get an understanding of who Oscar Kampala is. Maybe you could talk to me about your early days growing up in Uganda.
Okay.
Like, I want to understand how fashion came in, because it's not something that's like the career choice of many people.
Okay.
So if we can start there.
Yeah. So I'm Oscar Kampala.
Yes.
That's my brand name.
Yes.
And my also business name. But my real name is Nyesiga Oscar.
Nyesiga Oscar.
Yeah, I grew up in the western part of Uganda.
Okay.
Yeah. Until like 2013.
Yes.
When I was starting high school in 2013, in my senior one, so I came to Kampala.
Okay.
Yeah.
You then, from high school, ventured into Kampala.
Yeah, I came to Kampala. I was always in the village, like in the western part of Uganda.
So is it like very rural area?
Yeah, it's a bit rural, but it's known for, it's the part that has the cows.
Okay.
The most of the businessmen come from, even the president comes from that side. So it's quite decent. Yeah, it's
decent
very
place.
decent. Yeah.
How far is that from Kampala? Like drive?
About like 7 hours.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
So you come to Kampala now. You're based there.
Yeah.
How did fashion align? Was it always something you wanted to do, men's fashion? How did that come
it's
up?
something. I think my father mentored me into it.
Okay.
He doesn't do fashion, but he's someone who always like pushed me. You know, when you come for holidays, he tells you what will you be doing.
Yes.
He takes you, shows you, I see someone doing this, try this. I see someone doing this, try this. Now, for fashion, for suits, I always loved suits so much.
Yes.
And my father himself really has a very, very crazy taste of clothes, like any type of. If you send him, he's the only person I can send for shopping, and I'm very comfortable that I'll bring exactly what I want.
So your father and you, would you say you have similar fashion taste?
Yeah, we have similar fashion taste. Maybe because now of the times and the generations, fashion evolves and all that. So a bit of things change.
Okay.
The trends are always different depending on the time.
Yes.
Yeah, but my father, I think, is a very, very big influence of what I do today.
I think so. From what I'm getting from you is your father, your family was very open to you pursuing anything that you're passionate about.
Yeah, anything that I'm passionate. It was not even about passion. Actually, what I thank them for, it was not even about passion. It was about anything that works. You understand?
Yes.
You're still young. Try
many
everything.
things.
You understand?
Yes.
Anything that works.
Which is actually very different from some cultures. For example, in traditional Indian culture, and I've spoken to death about this, is we usually push our children to avenues that we're very familiar with.
Yeah.
Medicine is going to work because doctors earn great. They drive Mercedeses,
Sure.
accountants.
Yeah.
So sort of it's a very safe field. So it's very refreshing to see that your parents were like, you know what, try whatever you want.
Yeah,
you don't try fashion, you don't try this, you don't try that.
Yeah.
So before you landed on fashion, were there other things that you were like, let me try this, let me try that didn't work out?
No, because I was in school, so I didn't even know. I really had a habit even now. before I do something, I never put money first.
Hmm.
Because it has never been a need for me to have money. Like, I never looked at money like that until I started doing things that brought money to the table.
Yeah.
Then I saw money coming. Then I started, I said, okay, so this is money. You understand? So what do we do?
Yes.
You get my point? So starting it in high school, even being young, I think I was like 2013, I might have been like 12 or 13 or 14.
Yeah. 2013, I was finishing university, man.
Yeah,
young guy.
yeah, I must have been around there 14, 13. I don't remember very well, but I was very young, very passionate. Even actually, the funny thing now, showing you that this is something that grew into me, even half of my lead team are people I went to school with.
Really? So everyone you sort of grew up with, basically?
Yeah, I grew up with them. So when it kept on growing, like when I got to like 2015,
Yeah.
2015, that was like, I think I was like in my form 3. So I started prom. We have a culture of prom.
Yes.
Back in
Prom,
Uganda, it's
yeah.
very big. Prom is a very big deal.
So
in
for me,
Uganda.
it was a boys' school. So if we had
Yeah.
prom, that would be very difficult to take someone out. But
Sure.
we didn't have prom in a boys' school.
Yeah.
So in prom, that's where this element started from?
Thank you so much. So prom, people was looking for suits. So I had a few friends like, man, I told my mother to get me. There's a friend of mine. He told me, I told my mother to get me a suit, and I don't have where to buy a suit from. I just gave me money. She said she also doesn't know. I was like, my friend, I'm here. I know where the things are. You understand? But I didn't really know. But I knew I could get it. It's a suit.
You knew
Come
where
on.
to source
You have
stuff
not
from.
sent me for bullets. It's a
Yes.
suit. I'll go and find it. It's anywhere in town. So gave me money. Went, bought the suit even cheaper. Very nice. Brought it. Friends told me, bro, can you also style me? I was like, okay.
Interesting.
You understand?
That's how it started.
Yeah. So it starts like that. So that year, I think I dressed about like 6 students.
Jesus Christ.
You understand?
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
so
amazing.
it grew. Like, I saw.
And so what I'm recollecting is
Yeah.
from what you're telling me, obviously
Yeah.
your father had a fashion sense.
Yeah, fashion sense.
That what sort of, you knew what to look for.
Yeah,
you
I
knew
knew
the styles to look for.
Yeah, I knew I loved good clothes.
There
I
was-
loved good clothes for a fact.
And there was demand
Demand
for
was
prom
there.
night, and then you supplied it.
Then I supplied it. Then I knew, I was
Interesting.
like, oh, okay, so you can do this. And actually, I didn't, to be honest, I didn't know so much about money
Yeah.
until like, I think I've gotten to now to get really interested in learning finance.
Yes.
That's like 4 years ago, because that's when I started, that's when I joined university, 2019 August.
Yeah.
So then I started making a lot of money. Then I was like, you know what? Then I need to organize myself, because I can't lose this. Now this is a job.
Now it's serious. Now there's money involved.
Yeah, there's money involved. So you need to learn financial literacy. You need to learn how to balance your books. You need to know how to keep money, how to separate business money from your personal money.
Yes.
You understand? So it was quite a very, very decent journey.
I mean, so that's where it started off from, right?
Yeah.
And I can see how that ventured you into a phase where you're like, okay, this is something that makes sense to me. This is
Yeah,
something
true,
I want to
true.
pursue.
Yeah.
And now we're here.
Yeah, man, we're here.
I mean,
again.
it's been how many years since that? 2013. So it's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 years.
No, it can't be 11.
2013 and 2024.
Oh,
right?
2013. Yeah, that's a long
Yeah.
time.
It's a long time ago. Now, when I see your suit style,
Yeah.
we're going to talk more about that,
Yeah,
right?
True.
But I want more insight now into sort of from high school,
Okay.
between that place. When did you open the Oscar Kampala brand? When did that start?
Now, high school, by my year,
Yes.
the year I started it, then that's 2015. Then when I joined my form 4, that's like O level. Do you have O
Yes.
level?
So we have O levels, A levels. We also have.
That's perfect now. I think
yeah.
people can
Yes.
relate with that. So in my O level, that's like senior for my form 4.
Form 4.
There was prom. Still, now that's my year. Remember, I dressed someone
Yes.
not from my year, someone above.
Yes.
So my year, people went crazy with me. Like, people really, really supported me.
How many suits did you make?
I think I got about like They must have been less than 20, but around 18, 16.
Jesus.
Yeah, so that was it.
And this is you in Form 4.
And I was also doing, now it was all entrepreneurship. Besides that, I also used to, there's a place that was near our school. They never used to let us go out of school, but I used to find a way talking to teachers.
Yes.
Then I get out. I used to buy rose flowers, go wholesale rose flowers, then bring them for prom. So when someone is going to meet their date, they hand the flower.
So you're a hustler. It's
Yeah,
in your,
yeah,
it's in your
yeah.
DNA.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
from,
in, yeah.
From what I understand is,
Yeah, yeah.
and not many people are gifted that way.
True,
And
true,
sorry
true.
to interrupt, but I mean, like you've seen that element where you, like, I think there's an expression where someone says, how many red cars did you see coming here today? And people are like, I don't know, I've never seen red cars, like maybe 1, 2. But if you're going to look for red cars, you can identify how many red cars you spotted on the way here. You're that guy who doesn't need to be told to look for red cars. You look at business opportunities here and there.
Yeah.
Because you're 24, and I mean, we'll talk about your accolades.
Yeah.
24, correct?
Yeah, true.
That's insane. Okay, so back to that. So now you're furnishing the O levels, you're kitting out all that suits. Were you tailoring the suits then, or were you still getting them made for individuals?
Then, O level, I got in O level. I managed to get some. Now I have a small tailoring background from my family. My grandfather, the father to my dad.
Yes.
He was one of the first people that were taught tailoring. The first time Indians came to Uganda.
Yes.
So there is that background.
Yes.
Also, my family. Okay. So we have a whole line of tailors from the back.
Interesting.
Yes. So I've never went to fashion school. I've just gotten mentors, people who are really doing it big in the UK, Savile.
Hands-on.
Yeah, hands-on people in Nigeria, big designers everywhere around the world. So it's Oscar Kampala just blew. I was doing everything out of passion. You know, there's when you're doing something, you get my point. It's like how you're doing your podcast here, and in the next morning, you have maybe like Joe Biden seated here with you.
I have Oscar Kampala seated with me.
Yeah.
So clearly we're doing something right.
Yeah, you understand. Yeah. So out of the blue, so it blows out of proportion. You didn't expect that. Even if you told me even like 3 years ago that I would be in Nairobi. Yes, I had that vision. I knew I wanted to be like this. If you talk to my team, I always tell them, you know what, we cannot do this and just stop here.
Yes.
We need to do it. If this is what you're going to do, if this is what our children are finding us doing, can we do it to the best? Can we not be mediocres? You understand? If we are to, they're like, but you can't really take it. So I'm like, you know what? Let us fail doing the best.
I like that.
You understand?
I like
Let's
that,
do the best.
Let's do the best to our abilities, But we know we tried our best.
But we know we tried our best. Trust me, we've never failed.
Alhamdulillah. That's always good to hear in that instance.
True. Yeah.
And it's so clearly you're very passionate. It's something that you do. You put your mind to it.
Yeah.
I can see how you've inspired a lot of people.
Yeah, true.
Now, once after that Form 4 journey, once you're done with O levels, what was the next step for the Oscar Kampala brand? Where did that go?
I went still to A level.
Yes.
Same school.
Okay.
I was in a school called Kisui Mapera SS secondary school. So
that's in Kampala?
Yeah, in Kampala.
Okay.
So people really, really loved me so much. Trust me, people support it. It's because of that school, everything's that I even got capital to start a store after high school.
Really?
Yeah, because I did my final exams. Like we have UNEB. It's the general exam we do, like the final exam to close your high school life, then go to uni.
Yes.
So I did my last paper on 6th December. So after I left school, I started looking for a store. We got a store in Jan, did interior, a bit of small interior because the capital was not so much. In Feb, we opened officially 2019.
Interesting.
In my vacation, my Form 6 vacation.
You're in Form 6 and you're opening a store.
Yeah, 2019. Yeah, 2019.
It's funny, you know, the thing is they say even though you're older, some people live more through life.
Yeah. And my father didn't know about it.
He didn't know?
Yeah, because he wanted me to do business to try, but as a parent, he was scared. So, he wouldn't let you,
Yeah, he's being cautious. He doesn't want you to fail.
Yeah,
I guess he's being protective.
yeah. So I was actually staying very far from town. Like our home is a bit far. So I told my dad, you know what, I told my uncle about it. Please, I told him, please, I've started this, but I don't want to be home. So can I be here at all? But I don't want daddy to know for now. The good thing, my uncle believed in me. Shout out to him, Uncle Felix. He was like,
Uncle Felix.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
Yeah,
that's the reason we're here today.
yeah, he knew I was a good kid.
Yeah.
So he was like, come, please, come and stay with me. It's okay. So I came, stayed with him. My dad didn't know. After like 3 months, I was invited on TV, NTV Uganda. So my dad saw me and like, this kid is lying. This kid is a scam. This kid doesn't have a shop. Where? You understand?
Yeah.
My dad was in shock. It was like, Oscar has a shop in town. You know what
Since
CBD means? Like having...
Yeah, CBD
an
in Central.
address.
That's peak traffic, foot traffic, right?
You get. So it's having a store in the middle of town. It's one of the best buildings in Kampala for business. It's called Ham Shopping Grounds.
Yes.
That's where I opened my first store.
And it's like financial district. A lot of banks over
Yeah,
there.
everything. It's like in the middle
It's in
of
the
the
middle of
city. So my dad was like, no way. That's not possible.
And what was that first phone call like when you spoke to dad after that interview?
He didn't believe. He was like, Oscar.
Why is coming people on TV?
Yeah. But he was still chilled. He was shocked.
Yes.
He was still in shock. So later I sent, I think, my sister to come and see. So my sister came, saw my store. Like, it's actually real. The guy.
How old were you at that time?
I think I was like 19.
19, my guy, and you have a store
Yeah.
in the middle of Kampala.
Yeah, I was 19 actually. Yeah, I was 19.
I'm assuming that means between your O levels and where you are right now, you were making a decent amount of money from what you were doing.
Yeah. But me, as I told you, it's not really about money. Even now, I'm not a very luxurious person. I'm very minimal. I live minimal. I'm not. So I didn't know so much. I don't know how to describe myself. Maybe
money is a byproduct.
It's a byproduct.
Yeah.
So it was never the point.
I like that. You know, the thing is, I guess people chase after money and then they go in spirals, but you're sort of chasing after your passion and money's just coming to you.
Like things align, man. We give the glory to God.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to 19-year-old. I'm feeling a bit jealous right now. 19-year-old, his own store. Mashallah, that's something that is to inspire from.
Yeah, true.
Now, let's talk about the challenges of starting your own business. Obviously, because you're 19, you have experience, but again, experience from a 19-year-old versus a 30-year-old in the same business is very different. You, when you're 30, will know tons and tons more than when you were 19. Were there any challenges that you experienced opening your first store? Just stuff that you had to deal with and overcome, lessons that you've learned that you would probably advise people who want to go down the same path that they should be very aware of?
Yeah. For me, I think what built my business was character. Yeah. I feel like my business was built based on my character, how I relate with people, you understand?
Yes.
So the challenges I had were more of, it was not finance because I didn't know so much about money.
Okay.
If you told me this is what is needed this way, if you told me something needs like 20 million and I had to, I would still pay that one and I tell you to wait. However much I don't know. I was so ignorant about money. It helped me so much.
Were you doing everything yourself, balancing your books, your marketing?
Yeah. I was doing everything myself. So after like the first month, I really, business was a bit slow and rent was catching up. So I called one of my friends. He was home. We used to be buddies in high school. He used to actually to manage for me my stuff when I was in my business when I was back in high school. So he was like, I told him, you know what? Come, sit here, do this and that. For me, let me first walk around, look for clients.
So he was handling the back end while you were going out there looking for clients.
So, we're out there looking for clients. Even now, he's still the manager of the place.
Amazing.
Yeah, so we've grown to understand how things are. So I brought him, employed him. I didn't even have enough money to pay. I just give them transport if I do. If their parents give them, they come.
So he took a bet on you. In the sense that, like...
Yeah, we were young. Like, you're in vacation, you're doing nothing home. At the end of the day, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
during my vacation, I was playing video games. This is...
Yeah.
Maybe it shows Ugandan men are more serious than Kenyan men.
Everyone, actually, Kenyan men are very... East Africans, in general, I feel like we're very
switched
serious.
on.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you were out hunting for business.
Yeah.
You were doing the marketing yourself.
Yeah, marketing, looking out for people, handing business cards.
So it was very door-to-door salesman type business.
Yeah. Called in schools, everywhere. Man, it was crazy. But being young, I think it has been my biggest challenge. But when I started, it was crazy because there's a lot of people I walked up to. People like, there's a guy who made where can I get a suit? There's this guy. I get in front of the guy and say, this guy is too young. He can't do a suit for me.
I had that. In fact, when I started off in my career, that's why I grew the beard. Because when I used to walk into a room, people are like, who's this kid?
Now imagine me without a beard. Even now, I don't have. So
now, first thing I noticed was your suit. I was like, God damn. I want whoever made that suit. So, I mean, I guess you put in the work.
Yeah. So being young was a very big challenge, by the way, to be honest. But, being young, the advantage is when you're young, you don't have so much to lose.
Exactly.
You can, however much you're stressed, you still sleep.
Yes.
You understand?
You don't have
what to eat.
Yes,
it's only your own responsibility. So
I agree.
It's the right time to take the risks and do the business.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess that rings true because at your age, you don't have I'm assuming you didn't have a wife at that time. Single man. You don't have kids, you don't have the responsibilities for school fees, this and that.
Even now, I'm still looking for a wife.
We'll find you a Kenyan wife by the time you're done over here. By the way, ladies in Kenya, this gentleman, top 40 under 40, is available. Before he goes back to Kampala, we get him wedded over here. A Kenyan woman will make you very happy. Let me tell you that. You know how you have Rolexes and chapatis? You just need a woman who understands those concepts. She'll take care of you. Kenyan women are very, very lovely. Now let's circle back to that element of now you learning from there. In terms of the suits you were selling at the time, was it custom suits or was it off the rack? What were you offering?
It was already custom and off the rack by then. Okay. Yeah, but now it's strictly custom.
Yeah, now it's strictly custom.
Yeah, strictly made in Uganda.
In terms of purchasing culture, growing up, I did not know about tailored suits.
Okay.
And neither did my father. I mean, there was not much of a market over here. We did have people doing bespoke suits, but to a very small standard. In Kampala, do you find your brand has really influenced people's thinking in terms of how they dress? Instead of, like, in cars, the way they say, built, not bought. Is it the same element with the suits over there?
No, for the suits, the culture has been there. Wearing tailored suits in Uganda, it's actually big.
Okay.
Ugandans love really, really nice stuff, and they love them fitted nicely. Okay. They love being given time when they're purchasing something. They want to know the detail. They want this change. They want this way. So it was it's a culture that was there, but the difference is there were no brands.
Okay. There was no one doing it.
There was no brand. You understand? It's just tailors, the normal tailors who you go to, please make for me this.
Yeah.
You cannot even find them. You know how tailors be. Like, there's a culture of tailors from...
I'm telling you, some of the suits I've had made by tailors over here. It's like there's
cry.
a hanger being placed.
Yeah.
And I'm walking around with someone with a hanger.
Even delivery.
It's
so crazy.
I mean, having that, I think there are few brands in Kenya, but I'm not very prevalent. I know there are people doing it.
Yeah.
But to your level, obviously not. Now, I want to touch into your design aspects.
Yeah.
Let's talk about do's and don'ts in fashion. Okay. What is something you see men do, especially when it comes to suits, that you're like, this is not what Oscar Kampala stands for? Is there something that you see that you're like, no, we need to correct that?
First of all, I feel like for me, for me, my style is very personal.
Yes.
I'm so minimal. But still, I deal with people. Being a designer, I'm not in one corner that things are supposed to be done that way. Being a service provider, it's always the client that gives me direction. That's why you see, I can dress Jidena. I can at the same time dress Kiss Daniel. I can at the same time dress Beanie Man. So those are different personalities.
Completely different personalities.
You understand? I can at the same time dress Fireboy. I can at the same time dress you, Sajid.
Yes.
You understand? So it's for me, the art is open-minded. It's just ready to work onto what it sees, to create onto what I see and the need.
Right.
Yes.
So you basically use the direction of the client.
Yeah, the direction of the client. The people who love high fashion. Even suits, like I'm a proper designer off the sketch.
Yes.
Like I can come up with the craziest of ideas.
And then you just, that must be very powerful, seeing you design something.
Yeah.
And then having that imagination that you put down on paper.
Yeah.
Be imprinted on someone who then represents you globally. It must be a very powerful feeling. Seeing an Oscar Kampala brand on.
Bro, it's very fulfilling. It's very fulfilling. And there's how you feel when you see someone wearing something you've created.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's a very different feeling. Imagine you imagine something, then you see it work.
That's a powerful feeling.
Yeah, like it's very different. It's a bit spiritual.
Yeah,
for us, the designers, when you see a client lit up.
And with the power of social media,
yeah,
just the Oscar Kampala brand. When I was doing a bit of research,
yeah,
you're very loved in Uganda. Like, did you develop Rolex or something?
Yeah. No, bro. To be honest, I feel like the only reason as why. Okay, I don't know. I can't say, but
your comments are all positive. In social media, that's very rare.
Yeah, it's rare.
Normally it's something or the other that comes out, but overall, I think the positivity towards you, your messaging, your ethos in the way you operate is very, very positive. Maybe it's a wrong question to ask, or it's not in turn, and you don't need to answer it, but you do a lot of charity work, you do a lot of support and privilege work for the youth in Uganda. Is that something that you add on? To be honest,
to me, as Oscar, I know if I did charity, no one would ever know.
And I like that. In fact.
Yeah, no one would ever know. I would never mention it. But
because I don't see you posting on social media about it, which is the right thing.
Yeah. So I don't do. Now that means I don't do. Let's say I don't do charity. What people know are the suits and the business. I think people love it because we've changed the times. Seeing young people doing really, really big things. You understand? And it's even me, to be honest, it's not something I've digested fully that we are where we are now.
It's insane. I saw the video of you being picked up at the airport.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
Okay, yeah, you guys,
bro.
Kenyans, the hospitality. Actually, it's not only here. The first shock was in Zambia, when I went to Zambia. Bro, I wanted to run back to the airport. People were waiting for you with cameras and all that.
It's a bit nerve-wracking.
Yeah, right? Then they have you driven in your dream car, bro. It's crazy, man.
It's amazing, but it's inspiring to see that this is possible, you know?
Yeah, I know, and me, I'm very shy, bro. Like I'm not this. But right now I've learned, I've gained the confidence. I've known the space I'm in. I'm trying to catch up.
No, I'm happy to see that. A question on making suits.
Yes,
are there 3 people in the world you would love to have a custom Oscar Kampala suit made for? It could be celebrities, it could be politicians. 3 people that you can think of that, like, I need this guy to wear an Oscar Kampala suit and I'll make one for him if I get the chance.
Yeah.
Who are those?
That would be Messi, bro.
Wait. The Cristiano Ronaldo fans in the other room. Yeah. So let's pass over
Cristiano, Messi. But Messi, bro. Messi is Messi for me. I'm a Messi guy.
Fair enough. Who are the other 2?
The other 2 would be Denzel Washington.
That's nice.
Yeah, then
Denzel would look good in an Oscar Kampala suit.
True.
Messi, you'd probably have to get him a kids fit from the junior section.
Come on.
But Denzel, I agree. Denzel will look good in that.
Yeah, Denzel would look good.
Who's the other guy?
the other guy who is a very famous person. Which other? I think they're all footballers.
You like footballers, yeah?
Yeah, I'm a football fan. A big football fan.
I
Yeah.
think Conor McGregor, if you're a fighting guy, I
Yeah.
think I'd love to see Conor McGregor
Yeah, that
and
guy
Oscar
rocks
Kampala suit.
suits. Yeah, he actually wears very nice.
You've seen that suit
But
of
now,
his where it says...
if we go to boxing,
Yeah.
then I would go for Mike Tyson.
Ooh.
That's an OG. Bro.
Yeah, that's an OG.
Yeah.
Mike
You know,
Tyson
I respect people who have gone through life and achieved it, and you can say they've achieved it.
Yes.
It's not easy, bro. It's not really easy. So I feel like when you tap into spaces like that, you get an understanding of what success is. You really understand what life is, because you know, when life with success is not an easy life, you never even know if you're living or if you're just living up to what you have to live to.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that you say that, you know, the more you have in your life,
Yeah.
the more complications there are, and the
Yeah.
money obviously helps with that. But you just expose yourself to more problems.
Yeah, true. And yeah.
So just from my personal experience recently,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, we have light issues in Kenya and so on and so forth. So this really took me back to understanding what life can be about.
Yeah.
So I got home, very long day.
Yeah.
I wanted to take a shower. The pump is not working. You know, no, there's no water upstairs. So I said, you know what? Let me boil the water.
Yeah.
Let me put it in a bucket and take bath the traditional ways used to do as kids.
Sure.
Bro, that was one of the biggest stress relievers. Taking basically a jar and pouring it on your head, taking a bath the old way.
Yeah.
When life was simple.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, try that. Everyone here takes showers. We don't take that anymore.
True.
Try that. Go try that. You're having a problem. You're having problems with your girlfriend. Go and take a bath with a bucket. You're having problems at work. Do that. That actually told me that, you know, when life is simple, it can also be very beautiful.
Yeah,
at
true.
times.
Yeah.
And circling to what you said,
Yeah.
I think the more you expose yourself to successful people, the more their DNA imprints on you.
Yeah, you get an
They
understanding.
you get an understanding. And so you surround yourself with all these positive people. And I appreciate the fact that if I were to compare you and I in terms of our success, I'd say you're here.
No, bro.
No,
we're all moving.
I'm being honest. Like,
We are all moving,
If
bro.
we look at it purely from a numerical standpoint, based on followers, I mean, I
Yeah.
have 1,200 followers on Instagram. You have how many? 400 plus thousand? The fact that you took an effort and actually reached out and said, listen, I like what you're doing. I'd love to be on the show. I don't see that very often.
I watched your podcast back in Uganda, so I really loved the type of message you put out. So, like, you know what?
I appreciate that. And you don't get that. So that to me tells me a lot about your character. And as a person, you didn't have to do this. I mean, you had NTV before. You're like, you leave this guy. We don't need to go.
Come on,
so that
bro.
that speaks a lot to your character.
Yeah.
Now, if you'll allow me, I want to circle back to fashion.
Yeah, true.
Let's look at someone who's never worn a suit
Yeah.
in his life. What advice would you give them when purchasing their first suit? In terms of color, in terms of style.
Okay.
If they were to come to Oscar, what path would you send them on?
Now, as Oscar Kampala, the first thing with our clients, the first determinant of everything is character. Then need. What do you need it for? Are you going for an event? Is it office? Do you just want to have it? So let's say you have a meeting, you have something that is multi-purpose. So it depends on need and character.
So you actually take those into account when designing a suit?
Yeah.
So based on the little that you know about me and my character, what would you say is, if I came to you for a suit, what would you have Oscar design?
I really have a lot of options for you, because it's official and casual. I have to balance it.
You have to balance it out.
Because you look like someone who can wear a suit for brunch, out for dinner.
I mean, there's my personality at the club and there's my personality at work.
Then sometimes you throw on jackets and all that. Yeah, so I feel I have a lot to give you, man.
I can't, you know, what we're going to do is I'm going to come down to Kampala. I'm going to vlog about it. I'm going to get a suit made and we're going to spend time together.
Perfect.
That's something we're going to do.
Yeah.
So what you do is you take an understanding of the personality, the function of the suit, whether it's formal, casual, and then you design it based on that.
Yeah, true.
What are some of the tips you would give men then, like, who really don't, I guess men's fashion is now becoming a common trend.
Yeah, true.
But before, 10, 15 years ago, it wasn't so big.
Yeah.
So what are some of the tips you would give men to level up their fashion game?
To level, first of all, not everyone is good at fashion. Is art. You understand? So
like
find
that.
people that have art. People like Oscar Kampala. Get them, employ them. Let them
Put them
give
on
you-
retainer. Let them
Yes.
take care of everything.
True.
That's the fashion top tip.
Yeah.
Okay. And you, for example, there were do's and don'ts that I saw on TikTok the other day.
Yeah.
Someone was saying never wear sneakers with a suit.
Oh, bro.
I mean, for you, you're open
If
to
you
that.
could show them the shoes I'm wearing.
There's the Tamu shoes.
Yeah, I understand. It's
Did you kill a crocodile to get that?
you understand? It's
Yeah.
crocodile skin. It's more of a sneaker, casual,
It
smart.
goes so well with the suit. It complements
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. So you can wear this anywhere. You can call me anywhere right now.
You know, actually, that's actually surprising how good that looked. I wouldn't have done that. I would have probably gone for plain color, maybe a dark brown
Yeah,
and a
yeah,
dark
yeah.
brown belt to complement. But then you've just, I have a lot to learn, guys. I have a lot to learn. Man, we'll take some pictures so people can see what Oscar's actually wearing.
True.
I guess experimentation is a big part of the process.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You would encourage people to experiment a lot more, check out what they have.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The experimenting is really, really important. That's how you find out what you actually need.
Are there any fashion trends that you say don't do that? I know we said you're open to anything.
Yeah.
Is there something that you've seen recently you like?
What I can't wear,
Like fashion do's and don'ts.
fashion do's and don'ts.
Is there something that you've seen someone wearing? You're like, no, don't do that. That doesn't work.
There's a lot of things. There's a lot, bro. Like, I see a lot of things.
Give me an example. We can even highlight them on the podcast so they know they're terrible dressers.
Now, where actually, I've seen this in Kenya. Let me see what I've seen in Kenya. I've seen people wearing suits and they wear a cap. That's crazy, bro. You understand? Like, no.
Yeah, okay,
Oh,
okay.
boy.
Yeah, you see a lot of people wearing suits and then
Now
like,
imagine
and
you
it's
how you're dressed now. Then
with
you
a
have
yellow cap and a red cap.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that's off.
So we need an Oscar Kampala outlet over here so that
For
people
sure,
can
bro.
learn about these
Yeah.
things. Now, let's talk about fashion accessories.
Yeah,
I've noticed you've got a watch on, you've
Yeah.
got a chain on.
yeah.
Are there stuff that you feel men should have to complement their suits? Like I could just
Yeah,
wear
you
this. I
you
not
could
a watch.
have you could have a watch. A watch is okay.
Hmm.
Actually, I prefer men not doing so much.
Not overdoing it.
Don't overdo. Don't put too many chains. Don't just keep it clean. You know.
Do you think it takes away from the suit then?
There's a way it presents it that isn't it for a gentleman's culture. It doesn't work.
The less you say, the
Yeah,
more
the
it stands.
less. Yeah.
I guess that. So
Yeah.
you'd say you have a suit, get a nice watch.
Yeah. Like right now, I would have like a pocket square.
Yes.
So me now, I don't have I don't even make pockets where I don't put pockets where the pocket square that goes. So my suits, most of my suits, I don't put.
What I noticed is also
It has to have a pocket.
square. Yeah.
Yeah, for the pocket square. So I don't put pockets here on my suits.
Interesting.
Some of my suits, but some of them that are more official, I do put them. But these are plain.
Because this is more of a casual type.
Yeah, these actually don't put any pocket on the suit.
I've noticed the lining on the
Yeah,
inside.
the lining is.
That is gorgeous. I'm not sure if the camera can point that out, but
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is insane. So that again,
True.
your level of suits, you also go and look at the interior as well.
Yeah.
So interior you can go crazy, right?
And-
Any designs.
Yeah, any design.
You know what? I'm gonna calm down, bro. We're gonna
Yeah.
make a couple of suits together.
Definitely.
Now, if you'll allow me to touch on the cost element.
Yeah.
The thing is, suits in general, especially in the corporate culture, the more you go up in the echelon of custom bespoke, the cost levels also become quite unattainable.
Yeah, true.
I'll give you an example from my experiences.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
when I went to the cheap tailors for 5 to 10,000 shillings, and that's again, I think my this is a rangi yangu ni rangi ya thao, because I have an Indian skin color, I get charged double.
Yeah, of course.
So for me, the lowest echelon was 5 to 10,000. All right, and that was a tailored suit. It worked well. Okay, you wear it a couple of times, but it doesn't feel very well fitted out. Then you go to off the shelf, like Woolworths and so on and so forth. Those stack up to 14,000 shillings, 15,000, 20,000 shillings. Then you go to more custom tailored, but still off the shelf. Those can go to 40 to 50,000. Bespoke now, you're looking at 70,000 shillings to 100,000 shillings and even more.
True.
So you can see how it can be a limiting factor for people to get into bespoke suits because the cost is so high. And I'm assuming with the level of details you pursue, cost is also an element that affects a lot of people's purchases. What do you say then to someone who maybe to understand, is your cost, how are your costs you're managing? If you can just touch base on that, how do you try and satisfy customers for all different budgets?
So first of all, for suits, I think now for specifically custom-made suits, what changes and what makes the prices different is the cost of make. You understand? It's a bit different now. In the cost of make, even the time you see for the ready to off the rack, they're a bit cheaper.
Yeah.
They're a bit cheaper, but now they come with the consequence of they don't fit perfect. You need to get them refitted and all that.
Yes.
But now for custom, they customize it. Imagine now you have the freedom to come to me and say, Oscar, I want my suit, but don't put the arms. I want it sleeveless.
Really?
That's how free it is. Like now, see me, I can decide and say, you know what? I don't want a pocket here. I don't want any pocket on my suit. I want it sleek, clean, up to down. You understand? So the freedom that comes with customizing and the art is what creates the expense. You understand? So if you want a perfect tailor, now for bespoke is most of the work on bespoke suits is handmade. We use hand to stitch stuff.
Yeah, it's not some factory that's
It's not a factory. Actually, a bespoke suit, I think machine does about like 50%. Yeah.
Yes, that makes sense because it's mass manufactured, right? Your target, it's not bespoke. You're talking about.
Yeah.
Like in bespoke, it's a bit different.
Yeah,
Everything's
bespoke is
handheld.
different. You're
Yeah.
dealing with one client at a go. You understand? So you're meeting every client's needs. You're tailoring every client's needs. So it's a bit different. The time you put in the team, you understand?
I guess, what you're trying to say is that the cost can vary based on the individual.
Yeah, because now one suit is always done by. Now let me count for you.
Yeah.
The person that cuts, we have a cutter, is different.
Okay.
The person that does the arms is different. You understand that joins the arms. You understand? The person that puts the buttons, those are 3 people.
Really?
Are different. These are different machines and different people handling different expertise. You get my point? Because the person that does the buttons is the same person that does the buttonholes. Now the person that joins the suit, the whole body.
As a 4th person.
Yeah.
So you already have 4 people working on your suit.
To have someone who irons the suit.
Oh, wow.
Those are 5 people working on one suit. You understand? So I think you can.
And then 6, your design, your perspective.
The designer.
Yes.
Then now us, we have the marketeer. We have the service, the customer service people. We have online IT guy talking to. You understand what I'm saying? So, but it still makes it cheaper when you're doing a lot. Like now, our suits are relatively, the prices are good because our cost is a bit low. We have more clients coming in.
Yeah.
So we make it more safe. Even being that me as Oscar, I'm not old, there's no sell prices of people who have been out here working for 20 years.
No, I understand.
Yet my fellows, actually most of my friends have just come out of university because I graduated last year in Jan. Yeah, so most of my friends are just out here in the world. So there's no way I would be selling products that crazy. And the Ugandan population, most of the biggest population are young people.
Correct. It's a young.
Understand? So you need to find out, let them get something good, but on an affordable price.
Yes. That's, I guess looking at what I'm seeing right in front of me, just if you go for mother of pearl buttons, if you go for different materials, so on and so forth, and you have 6 to 7 people working on that suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see how you can tier the cost levels.
True.
But then I think what I've noticed is with custom design suits, specifically for you, they fit you well compared to something off the rack. So when men are looking to level up their fashion, their look, it's very different wearing something that was made for mass market than wearing something that's made specifically for you.
Facts.
And I think that's how you change your image as well, right? Okay. And are there any trends that you're seeing in the fashion world that you're now saying, okay, this is what I want to do? Is there a new suit design, a new material type, just something that's out there that's like part of the latest trends that
So
you
now
want to
my
employ?
designing process is
Yes.
I'm not a person of trends. I'm a person who loves to actually create the trends.
I like that.
Yeah, so I always sit down. I have my art books. I sit down, sketch a few things.
Yeah.
So I have designs, like a lot of designs drawn. So even actually, I even keep those designs for like my exclusive clients. The clients who really come and like, you know what, Oscar, I want you to go down. And so I bring out my sketchbook. Like, would you like this? Would
Yes.
you like this? What do you think? So actually, I have already a collection. Actually, I have a collection until, I think I'm set until like 2027.
Whoa.
That's how much I draw, because
You just
late night sits,
you're designing.
design stuff. Like I have a
Okay.
lot. Yeah. So
If I were to come down to Kampala,
yeah,
how long would the process take for me to make a suit with you? From
it depends on
inception?
the type of a suit. There is
That's-
tailor-made. Tailor-made is 80% done. Actually 90% done by machine. That can take 4 days.
Okay.
Bespoke, because of hand, it takes more time.
Okay.
3 weeks or even less. It depends on how busy you are, how many people can work on it.
Would you, so for example, if I were to come down
Yeah.
and get a suit done, how would we then communicate? Let's say if I have to go back to Kenya, if I come down to Kampala for a week for work, we do all the designs, we do all the measurements. Is it possible for you to design for me a suit based out in Kenya? Is that something we can do?
We do that every day.
Okay, so then
Even when I was coming, actually, my team,
yeah,
we came down with some suits for some clients down here.
really,
Yeah, like we have about some weddings, we have clients. Kenya has been a support system. That's why me coming down to Kenya is very special for me. It's very spiritual for me, because the kind of support I've been getting back here
yeah.
is tremendous.
I think even the purchasing power of a lot of people in middle to upper class is a bit higher than most of East African communities in Kenya as well. There are a lot of high net individuals setting up over here, as I was mentioning.
Yeah.
And everyone is now looking at leveling up their fashion game.
Yeah, true.
I think there is definitely a place here for you, bro. You set up, bro. Your business will skyrocket.
I can feel that.
I know you set your own trends,
Yeah.
but are there any men's icons like Tom Ford and so on and so forth that you see out there? They're doing something that maybe I can use their idea from, or that inspire you to go that way. Are there any people
In the fashion industry?
in the fashion industry?
They are number one of my mentors, Oswald Boateng. He's a very big designer.
Okay.
Yeah, you should search him up.
Oswald?
You know him? Oswald Boateng.
I'm not aware of it.
He's the first black man to open a store in Seville. Seville is
Oh, so in UK, Savile Row.
in
Yes,
the
yes,
UK.
yes, yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes, yes,
that
yes.
street that
Yes.
where
It's
we
an
find all
institution
the
for suits.
bespoke suits. That's where everything started from.
Interesting.
Everything bespoke. So
I'll check him out. So
Yeah.
his work inspires you?
so much, bro. But I've gotten a chance to meet him. I've talked to him.
Really?
Yeah. We've really talked.
And
So
how was that experience like?
very spiritual.
Again,
Yeah.
I mean, I can imagine meeting an icon and
Yeah.
they say
I
they say
don't-
never meet
I don't-
your heroes.
Yeah. I don't know if people know what it means. For me, to be honest, this journey has been very spiritual for me.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know what it means to Sajid to come up with an idea. You start something out of the blue, bro. Everyone is on your side. They're like, this is the right thing. You understand? People used to look up to, like, even meeting the richest people in Uganda. You understand? Inviting me for their events. You're there. Beanie Man, you know, bro, I found Beanie Man's music is even older. I think it's even older than our firstborn, who is about like 27.
Yeah.
His career is about like 35 years.
And you basically have these icons reaching out to you.
You understand what it means? Like,
Yeah.
bro, you can't explain it. It's something out of here.
The sky is the limit, man. And I'm happy to see that you're getting this kind of well-deserved attention.
Yeah, true.
if we can segue now to the element of social media, you've obviously used it to what I would consider the full extent to promote your brand. When did you start using it quite actively? Obviously, because when you started very early, it was word of mouth. You were going around giving your business cards. Now I feel people just finding you online and business coming to you. How is that? Like, how do you navigate social media? Do you have a team handling that? How do you find its importance?
Now you see, my working process is a bit different. How I'm attached to what I do is a bit different. So, as I've told you, it's now transitioning to professional because we want to grow, go into other countries. So, I've been doing, let's say I'm the CEO, but I've been the marketing manager since day one.
Yeah.
Everything you see, everything is down to my idea. So I just right now I have a very good team. People I work with, I'm training them, mentoring.
I've seen you've got a huge team at the back as
well.
Yeah.
We have a really, really big team of young people, very passionate, you understand? Yeah. So I feel like the future is very bright for us, God willing. I feel like we are going to do it.
Would you say, and I want to tie this into entrepreneurship, especially for young people or anyone of any age looking to enter into the fashion industry, would you tell them to take advantage of social media and its benefits? Like if you look at TikTok, Instagram, even YouTube for that matter, where would you advise guys who want to get their suits out to start off from?
I just tell them, there's a quote I use, though I always use it in my local language, but let me say it in English.
You can say it in your local language, then you can tell me in English how it sounds.
Let me actually say it like this. Sure. I always say, don't eat, but advertise. Be hungry. Don't eat food. Use that money to advertise.
I like that. Be hungry. Yeah, actually, that's true. Use that hunger to fuel and find actually something to
advertise. So do your best. Like, I always come up with the craziest ideas, and my team, first of all, they start on the other side of the decision making. Like when I started doing, you've checked out 1,000 men, 300 men. When I came up with all the ideas, I was like, you know what, guys? So we are going to serve in probably 1 year and 9 months. If we do like this, we should be able to make 1,000 suits and do an event of 1,000 people in Oscar Kampala suits. Guys were like, come on.
How is that possible?
Like, come on, man. You understand? That's not possible. It might affect us.
Yes.
Like everyone is coming over. But then, you understand, bro, to be honest, even me, I just came up with those things, but I didn't know bro, when I did it, put it on social media, it went crazy, bro. It even went where we didn't expect. Everyone who came bought their suit.
So you had people turn up, just...
People came, bro. I was shocked. I've actually never recovered from that.
Really? What's the next level from there? What do you go from there then? Like, what's the next crazy thing that...
But to be honest, there's a lot of things on my mind, but only God can really help me.
Inshallah.
But the courage, I really have the courage, man. I can't do anything.
Would you say, obviously, the way you speak, religion may be something that's very important to you. Yeah. Do you believe that God has guided you here? Do you believe in the spiritual element? There's a guiding hand?
Bro, so much. So everything is spiritual for me.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So it's come through. There's a guiding hand who's powering it. And I guess I'm a spiritual man as well. Yeah, I believe there's always a purpose for us. Each of us has something written. We just have to discover it. Yeah. So clearly your purpose is now making the world better dressed.
Yeah, true. Actually, when I saw 1,000 men, then I found out that actually I think now my purpose is more of, it's not just the suits, because bro, there are people who have shops back home. They have very big businesses, but bro, you can't call 1,000 people to come together and they come. People give you their time. You are not paying anybody. You understand what I'm saying? There's no way you can say that's not spiritual, bro.
Yeah, no, I understand. I could see how that could really impact someone, at a very spiritual level.
Yeah.
Now, you're here based in Nairobi. You've come for top 40 under 40.
Yeah, 40 under 40 Africa.
You've been nominated for that?
I've been nominated. Very big blessing, man.
Bro, inshallah, you're gonna get it, man. We're gonna celebrate
Bro, I'm
Saturday.
not sure, but anyway, if we don't...
But the fact that you were called out and your name is on the nominees
Bro, the
list.
fact that I'm in Kenya, bro. Do you know how much I've always wanted to be in Kenya?
It's your first time in Kenya.
You understand? And always, I have friends. They always told me, bro, calm down, come, please. I was like, I want to come for a reason.
Yeah.
You understand? And bro, I didn't expect this to be a reason. I expected something maybe, bro. This 40 under 40 goes around Africa. Last year they were in South Africa. Next year they're in Egypt. They were in Nigeria, Ghana. So now chose Kenya, and Kenya is just next to Uganda, 40 minutes flight. So I was like, whoa,
we have to go.
Here we are, man.
What are your first impressions of Kenya?
Kenya is very beautiful. I was actually someone stopped me from saying it, but I was actually shocked, bro.
Really?
Like Kenya is it. I love it, and the people are nice. The people are really nice.
What do you think of the infrastructure, the developments? Do you think
you have a lot of infrastructure, but infrastructure scares me. Infrastructure, that means cost of living is so high, which is the fact, bro.
It is.
Trust me, we've been here. Most of our like the budgets have been handled by the people that invited us. Yeah. But however much we are handling the small budgets, bro, if we show you what we've spent, bro, we spent that in Uganda in like 4 months. And we don't go out.
You've been here since Tuesday.
Yeah. And my team landed on Saturday.
I mean, so you're here less than a week, and you've spent more than you would in 4 months.
Bro, that's too much, bro. Kenya is so expensive.
Kenya is very expensive. I think the inflation rates, cost of living overall, it's becoming much tougher. It is globally.
I've been to Zambia. It's a bit relative. Bro, Kenya is crazy. I didn't expect that.
It's also an import-dependent economy. We don't manufacture a lot of our assets over here. And everything is pegged to the dollar. So when the dollar goes up, it affects us with the global issues that are going on right now.
Yeah,
I do see what you mean. I mean, a cup of coffee used to be.
If you came down to Uganda, maybe the food is different. For us, we really have a lot of food.
I mean, I've been to Uganda. I understand. So
that.
I had to, even when I was before leaving Uganda, I had to get the driver to stop on the side of the road so we could have a Rolex. Just so I could say that I've had it away. But cost of living is even much cheaper. And I understand that the thing is, it's something that a lot of people are complaining about. True. And there are higher powers at be who are trying to correct that. Hopefully we're steering in the right direction.
Bro, I just hope it gets corrected, because I feel like if you live in a country where cost of living is crazy, you don't live.
Yeah, you don't. You're living paycheck to paycheck to survive.
Now, for us, we live in Uganda. You can tell when people are living and not living.
Yeah.
Bro, you can't chase money your whole life. You need to sit back sometime and breathe. And look at things, aspects of life that really matter, bro. You understand? Do you know that a lot of young people right now are not married because of money?
Yes, it's a big reason. You want financial independence.
But as they say, like the biggest, the main reasons as to why we are here is to procreate. You understand? But people now base procreation on money. Okay, even me, I haven't gotten someone, but I believe I will find out.
Do you want to get married early at a later time?
Well, I actually wanted to get, it's very funny, I wanted to get married at 22. Really? That was my dream. Yeah, I wanted to have like my kid, like my firstborn already by now. But man, I don't know why it has taken long.
There'll be someone coming, I'm sure. She might be a Kenyan, you never know. You might meet her on Saturday at the episode. You never know, bro.
Hey, man, that will be beautiful, man.
That will be good. Let me ask you, comparison between Kenya and Uganda.
Yeah.
The men. Yeah. Who do you think are better dressed, Kenyan men or Ugandan men?
Bro, Ugandans drip too hard. Bro.
You don't come close. Bro, Kenyan men also dress.
But Ugandans really dress.
Ugandans dress to the next level.
Bro, you've been to Uganda, bro.
I have.
Uganda is next level.
Okay, so basically what Oscar is trying to say, my suit, I need to level up.
No. It's good. But you're smart. But majority, it's just dressing, just put on a t-shirt. But a Ugandan, if they want to wear a t-shirt, they want to know how does it look, what does it match.
So as Kenyans, we need to level up. Guys,
Just
we're being put to
just
shame by
a bit.
Ugandans.
Just a bit.
Now, I want to also, you've been nominated for plenty of awards, and I mentioned this at the start, right?
Yeah.
You awarded the Young Entrepreneur of the Year in Africa for 2
Yes.
consecutive years,
Yeah, bro, that was a blessing, man.
in 2022 and 2023.
Yeah. Oh,
How
God.
did that feel?
Bro. I told you, man, I don't know, bro. Like, these things just fall in place. Like, you're there and you see this email, you see this DM, this, please come and be part of this. I don't really think people really understand what it means. Like, bro, to come up with something, you're just doing it.
And then you get all this recognition.
Yeah, and then, man, it's...
You can count yourself very blessed, and I would say very lucky, because a lot of people go through life trying to find their purpose and never really find it.
Yeah, sure.
And here, I think you found the road that you have to walk on,
Yeah, thank
and you
God.
are walking on it gracefully. So it's a blessing many people really don't experience. So I would say take the full might of it,
Amen.
and ride it to the end.
Amen, brother.
While you're in Kenya here, do you have any plans? I think National Park. Have you been to the National Park?
No,
yet?
bro, we're supposed to go on with that. We've been having a lot of interviews back to back. Even
yeah.
tomorrow is, we have like about 5 interviews the whole day.
Uganda has national parks as well, right?
Yeah, we do have national parks, but the funny thing
Tell me about
is,
that. Yeah.
now my life in Uganda is different.
Okay.
Me, how I live, like, as a person, I don't move so much. I'm a very outgoing person,
Yes.
very outgoing, but I'm not an outside guy. I love staying home, you know.
Would you say you're, how do I say, an introverted, extrovert?
Nah, I'm none of...
Like you like keeping to yourself? Do you have moments where, like, okay, let me go out and do what I have to, but then I prefer alone time as well?
I'm not an alone time guy.
Okay.
When I'm home, I'm either with my friends or my family has come through for me, my sisters. So I'm not an alone guy, but I don't like... Okay, one thing I don't like, why I don't prefer going to clubs and all that, I don't like how people be in clubs.
Oh, man.
I don't drink, I don't smoke. Why? I don't like losing myself. I don't like not being free. I've been talking about living. I really love
experiencing
living.
life.
You understand? Experiencing life in the right ways. You understand? So when I find people in clubs, there's music playing and people are just seated like this, just drinking, looking around.
I don't get that.
You're really seated there for 4 hours, looking around, being on your phone.
I guess people.
And me, I'm a big lover of music, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of music. I use music so much. So I love more real stuff.
So me, I'm the guy in the club on the dance floor.
Oh, yeah.
I'm always like just breaking it down to good
So
music.
I prefer guys like that, but I don't like to go out and see.
So let me get an understanding of you outside of the fashion world. What do you like doing that's not in fashion? What are your passion? What are your hobby?
I'm not very specific.
Yeah.
Anything good, I can.
So you're clearly into football and you support the wrong team.
Yeah.
And the wrong player.
Which
Messi.
wrong team?
Messi.
Bro, do you know the team I support?
Which team do you support?
Bro.
I was assuming it was Barcelona because
Come on, man. I support the biggest team in the world. That is Arsenal.
okay, I used to be a Ghana supporter as well.
What happened?
Then Thierry Henry left.
But Saka came, bro.
So then things changed around. So football is there. Fashion. Do you play video games?
No, bro.
No.
It's even funny, I don't even watch TV, but I watch YouTube. Like TV, find me, watch NTV. I don't have even an antenna in my house. I just have a TV.
Oscar Kampala watches Coffee Pump podcast. So
So I watch.
Start watching.
Yeah,
as
so
well.
I watch podcasts. I watch a lot of content.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I would say most of your life is spent around your business and your few elements.
Yeah, business and yeah.
As we start winding down, I want to understand now, what's the future looking like for Oscar? The next 5 to 10 years, what are your plans?
I feel like we're in the future, bro. Already, because being in Kenya, because of what we do, come on, bro.
Yeah, that's
This
clear.
is not home. This is not Uganda.
This is your home.
You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
now moving from my country to another country, because come on, man.
I think
I just put everything in the hands of God. For us, we are going to do our best.
Yeah.
Get to where we can. Sell to everybody who wants to get a piece of what we have, a piece of our art. We shall be very grateful. But I'm also excited about the future because I didn't expect to be here,
I think it's a testament to what your brand means.
Yeah.
The service and product you're offering, a combination of both.
Yeah.
Service being the experience people get to have, the aftercare.
Yeah.
The product being what you're wearing on.
Yeah.
As an entrepreneur, the world is too big for you to be cordoned to an East African pocket.
I
think your brand, your vision needs to be a global footprint.
It is.
And hopefully Coffee Bomb, maybe someone watches Coffee Bomb and like, I want an Oscar Kampala suit.
Amen. They'll come, definitely.
To wind things down, brother.
Yeah.
A few rapid fire questions, all right?
Sir.
Obviously, you told me who dresses better between Kenyan men and Ugandan women. Let's talk about the women. Kenyan women versus Ugandan women. Who are you most likely to settle with?
Bro, they're all amazing.
Okay, that's a political answer now.
No,
I'm the guy who's going to look like the asshole over here.
Bro, I swear, they're all amazing. Okay, I've not met a lot of Kenyan women, I won't lie.
How many days are you here?
I'm here for about a week and a half.
Ladies,
yeah,
I'm roaming around Nairobi with Oscar and his team.
Yeah.
So we're going to tell you where we are on our social media handles. We need to have some introductions.
Yeah.
Don't worry, that's sorted out. So no preference. I like that answer. Very political.
Yeah.
Kenyan coffee versus Ugandan coffee.
Ugandan coffee.
Kenyan coffee is nice, bana. But Masaba, coffee from Uganda, I would say that really surprised
You have
me.
Arabic coffee here?
We do.
Robusta?
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
we blend.
You know I'm a coffee farmer.
Really?
Yeah. Actually, when you come to Uganda, I'll take you to my farm.
You're a coffee farmer?
Yeah, bro.
Oscar, you're surprising. You're full of surprises. No wonder you have no time for TV and stuff because you're either making suits or you're farming. It's in between.
Yeah, bro. I feel like I can do business.
You see what I mean? Like he's looking around the room. He's like, what can I buy, sell? What can I do this? What can I do that? He's money, services, sourcing. I think not many people have that. Right. More fashion related questions. Colorful socks or plain socks?
Plain.
You don't like colorful socks?
Come on, man. No.
Really?
Yellow socks with a lot of colors.
Yeah.
Those lines.
You don't like that?
Not me, man.
You stick to plain colors.
Plain.
You know, I was on the fashion color trend, and then everyone hopped on it, and I found myself, I'm like, is that what I really look like?
Do you know how it looks like when someone comes in colored stockings? How? It's funny, bro.
It looks like a clown.
Yeah.
What about the no socks? Like people who wear no socks?
Yeah, no socks is perfect.
That's fine, yeah? One grooming product you cannot live without.
Grooming products?
Yes. Whether it's a moisturizer,
that's
comb,
bro. Do you know
deodorant?
Deodorant, bro. I don't do skincare routine and all that.
We need to start, by the way. I was told for skincare routine.
But actually, my team was laughing at me today because they haven't really gotten to live with me. It's the first time we are staying together.
That's a new business idea.
True.
Oscar men's grooming products. Oscar Kampala.
Actually makes sense.
Bro.
But Ugandan men are very, how should I say, very simple. Like, bro, we don't really care about the groom and all that, then you don't have to put masks.
We'll sell it in Kenya, we'll sell it in Pakistan, we'll go to different markets. Don't worry.
True.
We do a moisturizer, we do a face wash, and beard oil.
Beard oil.
Bro. Yeah. No, don't worry, I'll represent it. You can hire me as a spokesperson. Yeah, then we'll put it out. So that's now what the next 5 years is looking like.
True.
Last question.
Yeah.
If you were to only have 3 suit colors for life, which suit colors would they be? Only 3.
Black, dark navy blue, and gray.
Really?
Yeah.
You wouldn't do brown?
No,
just those 3.
Yeah.
I guess if you have multiple shirts, you can balance them off on that.
Yeah, those can go even blue shirt, white shirt, pinstripe, everything can go.
So black, blue,
polka dot shirt, everything can sit in there.
And gray. So black, blue, and gray suits for life.
Yeah.
That's what you'd settle for.
Actually, that's what if you don't have suits.
And you start off with.
That's the.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Abu, do you have suits? So the suits, we're going to start you off with a black, navy blue, and gray.
Yes.
Those are the 3 suits you only need, and you can balance them out with different shirts, and you can run them out for multiple years.
Facts, yeah.
As we're winding down, Oscar, you've got a couple of days left in Nairobi.
Yeah.
Things I would recommend you do, obviously, is check out the national park.
Yeah.
Do you have parks in Uganda and so on and so forth? Like you
Yeah,
have
we
places-
really have national parks.
Yes.
You mean okay? Apart from parks, we also have. I've seen you guys have parks where people
Like
go to
Uhuru
chill.
Gardens. Yes, you have such
Like
parks over
whole
there.
parks
Yes.
in the city. Yeah, we
Yes.
have parks. We have Arua Park.
Tell me about that. What is that?
Yeah, it's a very beautiful place in the city, in the middle of the city. So we have camels there.
Camels?
They be chewing
Camels in
leaves
Kampala?
and all that. Yeah.
Right.
It's a it's where we go and sit and all that. People always there on weekends. Arua Park. You
Arua
should come
Park.
and check it out when you come to
Well, when I'm
Uganda.
coming, we're getting a suit made. We're
Trust
getting camel rides
Yeah.
in Arua Park. Do they have
Yeah.
ice cream vendors and stuff?
Yeah, just ice cream vendors, leaves and all that. Trust me.
I'll wear a pink
Yeah.
magenta suit. You wear another sky blue suit.
Yeah.
We go on camels.
True.
We go to Arua Park.
Arua Park, yes.
Arua Park. Kampala, ladies, we're coming
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
Look
yeah,
out
yeah.
for us. We're
Yeah.
going to announce the dates as well.
Exactly. True.
Please. I think that would be interesting. We're going to do that for sure. Guys, this has been super exciting. Oscar, I'm super humbled that you took the time to come and see us.
Thank you so much.
It
for
means a
hosting
lot.
me.
You didn't have to. Brother, I owe you for life. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having
Karibu
me.
sana. This has been an episode of Coffee Pump. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.